Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am stopping by with a bead tutorial tonight just to show you how you can make awesome beads using stuff that comes in the mail. This is a Ocean Cruises pamphlet that I got in the mail. I have no clue why I got it, but the first thing I thought is, oh, beads. So I want to show you specifically how you can make a page that might not normally make good beads. I want to show you how you can turn it into good beads. If you make beads, you probably make the typical, long triangle. So if we take a page like this and cut the page into long triangles, some of the beads are going to have a lot of white on the outside edges, and then this color in the center. And then the beads that are triangle in the opposite direction will have this on the outside edges and a lot of white. Sometimes that doesn't work for us. Sometimes we would like beads to all just kind of have one kind of steady color throughout. So look at a page like this. This is half pretty, half not. If you are to cut this in triangles, you're still going to have the same problem. Some beads will have this on the outside, white in the center. Some beads will have this on the outside and this in the center. We don't want that. We want every one of our beads to be focused on this print right here. So what I do is, instead of a tapered, long tapered triangle, I cut what I call a tube that tapers into a triangle, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It's like when you're rolling the bead, the first half you're rolling a tube, and then all of a sudden it turns into a triangle. So first I'm going to take this page out, and if you notice, there's other pages sometimes that will go pretty with that. I think I saw another one that had similar colors like this. It's similar, it's in blues and purples, but if you made, I'm going to be able to make 5 beads out of a page. If you make 5 out of this and 5 out of that, you'd be surprised how pretty that will be together once you, make your necklace or whatever. Here's another one that's pretty with the gold. Anyway, there's just no end. So I want to make sure, I'm going to take these staples out so I can get my page out without losing any part of it. You will never look at mail the same once you become a bead maker. So I'm going to take my handy dandy paper cutter, but you can use a trimmer or whatever you have. You can cut by hand, you can put a ruler down and draw a line and cut on the line. Cut that right there. Okay, so now I can make 5 1-inch strips. Here. Next thing I'm going to do, let me get a little bit closer here. I want this colored part to taper, but I want about 1 inch of it to remain straight edged. That's so when I'm rolling, I want to make at least 1 complete roll around my skewer with all the solid color, and then the rest is going to taper. So I'm just going to eyeball this, and you can too. You don't have to be perfect. Let's think that that's kind of like the center there. So I'm just going to say, okay, about 1 inch is like to here. So I'm just going to cut from the center to like there. See how I just tapered in that much, and I left about 1 inch straight. Now I'm going to do the same to this side, but I'm right-handed, so I'm just going to flip the paper over. I know that I can just go like right to here, which happens to be like that line. So I'm just going to cut a nice triangle. All right, so there's my bead. It looks more like a steak. I mean, it's not my bead. I always call it my bead. This is my strip. So it's all even all the way to about here, and then it goes into a triangle. So you just go ahead and cut all your strips like that. Then I'm going to take my skewer, get my glue ready. See, I learned to get my glue ready before I started rolling. Oh, my hands are so full of glue. All right, I have been doing so much beading. It is such an addiction for me right now. Okay, so obviously to roll, you always want your print side on the bottom. You want your ugly side to go on your stick, or whatever you use to roll. And I'm just going to start rolling. And then I like to put some glue down the center and just rub it in a little bit. And that lets it stick better. Also lets it dry harder. You just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. And now you see the part that I left an inch colored straight, that's going to cover the entire bead. Now as I get to the tip here, I want more glue because I really want to get this nice and glued down. And then you just keep rolling, keeping your point in the center as much as possible. And right around. And if you don't have enough glue on it, you can coat it with glue. If you don't want to glaze your beads, just put a nice coating of glue on there and let them dry, and those are perfectly fine. Especially if, if it's like for kids to make jewelry or whatever. If you want it something that really looks nice, then you can go ahead and put a coat of acrylic gloss medium or whatever you have. And yes, I did find this in Walmart. They still have some. I just bought a new one, and they're $3.97, and this is a big tube that'll last you a long time. Very good price. So you can see how the bead, it looks like a tapered bead, but yet you don't see the white newsprint part. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the rest of these, and then I'll show you what they look like. Before I go, I wanted to show you that these little scraps that you have after cutting, the sides of this, those make beads too. But since your paper's not too long, you don't want to use something big like a skewer because it won't make enough rounds of the paper to make you have a nice stiff bead. Just take a toothpick and then you can make a bead out of those little triangles that are super, super cute. Whoops, let me glue that there so I can show it to you. Nice little dainty bead. I love it. I just want to show you the little beads I made. They're adorable. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in all. They're drying right now. Now, little beads like this would look great on a bracelet. You could put some seed beads between the beads or put a pony bead between each. You can just do whatever you want, but they are just adorable. And then I have my other ones drying. And I did want to show you that. Sometimes if you see some of the white at the end of the bead, there we go. Well, you could just take a marker and color that. And then it will just blend right in. Hi everyone. It has actually been a couple days since I worked on these beads, and then I just kind of got into other things, and now I am getting back to them. And I just wanted to show you that I got some of this stuff. It's called Trusted Quality Extreme Glitter. And I got Hologram. It's number 2796E, Superior Coverage. Glitter Finish Acrylic Paint. And I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to work. I mean, I was kind of thinking it was going to be hologram like we see right there on the paper. See how shiny that is? I don't know if I have the best setting on my camera for you to see. But what it is really like a clear paint. I mean, it looks white in here. I guess I could have opened it. I could have opened it at the store to see. You can't even see glitter in the actual paint. But the paint is white, dries clear, and there's some glitter in it. So it's like a step above glitter glue. So let me show you. So what I did is I took the beads and I coated them with that. Now I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Let me see if I can get a light shining here or something. For me, I am seeing it. The color doesn't seem true. Let me try a different camera setting. Okay, I'm not sure if this is any better, but let's see. I think it's more true to the color. So let's see if I can get close up here. You really, I don't think you're going to see the glitter like I see it. But I actually see, a beautiful array of colors when I turn this in that glitter. The glitter is so fine. So I covered each of those with that. And then I also had some white sticking out, so I just took some dark purple and went around the very edges. I could have done that to my strips before rolling them, but I didn't. And then there's my little tiny beads. What are we going to call them? They're like rice. Let's call them rice beads. They're so cute. And again, I had said you could string those on a bracelet or necklace or what. Okay, it's one adventure after another now. My battery just died. I was talking about these little beads that I'm going to call rice. Anyway, they're so tiny. Let me show you. They're just so cute. I didn't glaze those because that would have just been a lot of work. I just put a little coating of glue and I left it at that. You could put those on a necklace or bracelet or earrings, and you might add some seed beads on each side or a pony bead or whatever, and it actually goes good with these. If I were to put them with these though, I think I would want to coat those with a little bit of that grillic. What am I trying to say? Acrylic glitter paint. Not easy to say. Try it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to try to get a couple of close-up pictures of these guys. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe because I'll be showing you all kinds of beads, all kinds of other things. Just got my sewing machine light ordered and installed. I installed it myself. It required using a butter knife as a screwdriver. So I can sew again, and just got all kinds of ideas for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!